Hi Taurus, this is your February 7th through February 13th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Tower. We have the Ten of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Emperor with the Ace of Swords and the Chariot. And we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You could also be dealing with an Aries or Cancer or another Taurus. Well, prepare yourself. Taurus, you'll be shocked. Your life is about to change overnight. Your life will never be the same because this new person coming into your life, they are your divine counterpart. No matter what their zodiac sign is. We have both the Emperor and the Empress in the spread. Granted, the Empress is on the bottom of the deck and the Emperor is in the potential outcome, but to me personally, that still counts. All right. So whenever the Emperor and the Empress come out in the same spread, this is better than King and the Queen of the same suit coming out. This, you cannot top that. You cannot go above that. It doesn't get any better. What this means is that this person is your divine counterpart, plain and simple, right? And like I said, you're going to be shocked to learn about it. You'll be shocked that this is actually happening to you right now, and it's going to take off like a rocket. It's going to happen very, very quickly. It's like a rapid development here. So it's going to be very unexpected for you and unusual, I guess, because you're an earth sign. Earth signs tend to take things slow. Some of you do, some of you don't. But if we want to stay general, that's what usually happens with earth signs. I'm not saying you're not spontaneous. I'm not saying you're not easy to get up and go. But when it comes to relationships, earth signs tend to, plan things ahead. And with this situation, with this person coming in, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be very fast. But we do start off with the slow card. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is a card of waiting. This is a card of nothing happening, right? A very slow card, very slow energies. And it could be you waiting for somebody to show up, or you could be waiting for this particular person to show up, or it could be the energy of the person coming towards you, right? Because perhaps they're waiting for a particular occasion, or they're waiting for something to finish in their life. Perhaps they're waiting for a project at work to finish, so they could switch their full and undivided attention onto you, right? So the Seven of Pentacles is also a card of somebody who is looking at all those pentacles, and it's kind of like they're analyzing them, they're looking at them, they're trying to understand what's going on here with that Seven of Pentacles, right? The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant. That's your personal card, Taurus. So it could be you waiting for something, or you analyzing this person, or it could be them looking at you and trying to understand what's going on here. Perhaps they're falling for you really hard, and they have a hard time accepting the fact that you are their divine counterpart as well, and they're like looking in disbelief, trying to come in terms, trying to wrap their head around this situation, right? And all of that is about to come to a very rapid development. The next card that came out is the Knight of Swords, and it's clarified by the Tower. The Knight of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or the Knight of Swords is a very fast forward movement. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight out of all 4 knights, and it's clarified by the Tower. In this particular situation, the Tower is something that happens rapidly, something that happens unexpectedly. So this person is about to make their very quick and decisive move towards you. And like I said, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked with this person coming towards you and the things they tell you, or the way you start feeling towards this person right away. Because there's going to be this connection established between the two of you immediately, right? The next card that came out is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is one of the commitment of marriage cards. So don't be surprised if the two of you get into a car and off into the sunset you go, or the two of you gonna get on that plane and fly over to Vegas to get married. So don't be surprised if something like this happens. right? The Ten of Pentacles is actually a very solid, very serious type of a commitment or marriage. The Ten of Pentacles is a very long-term type of a deal. This is when people buy real estate together, they grow old together, have children together, if that is still an option for them. The Empress, by the way, on the bottom of the deck, is also somebody who is expecting a baby, because the Empress is the mother of the tarot deck. Right? The Empress is also abundance in its purest form. The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck, and together with the Emperor in the same spread, as I already mentioned 10 times, these are two divine counterparts. The Emperor, the first card in the potential outcome, it could be an Aries you're dealing with, but still, this is your divine counterpart. The Ace of Swords is a very decisive energy, just like the Knight of Swords with the Tower. You see how the Knight of Swords is holding out a sword, right? And that's exactly the sword we see in the Ace of Swords, a brand new beginning. Very decisive, very fast moving energy, right? The Ace of Swords is also the Ace of Truth, so this person will tell you just how much they are in love with you. The Ace of Swords is very straightforward conversation. So this person is not going to be playing around. They're not going to be fooling around. They'll just tell you straight up they want to move forward with you. Right? And speaking of moving forward, we got the Chariot right next to the deck. The last card that came out. The Chariot is the personal Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Or the Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck. So it's all about moving forward rapidly. The Chariot is also a card of travel. So again, if the two of you get into that car or get on a plane and go to Vegas and get married, don't be surprised if that happens. Alright, so yeah, an amazing turn of events, an amazing reading for you, Taurus. Get ready, hold on to something. Your life is about to change overnight, and this person is your divine counterpart. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Taurus, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. A very simple spread. I can interpret this a couple of different ways. Perhaps the two of you just had a fallout or you got into a fight, so this week they will apologize and make things right with you, and happiness will be restored. For others of you, perhaps you're feeling kind of sad, perhaps you're feeling kind of low energy because it's winter and it's February, you can't wait for this winter to be over, and you feel like, you feel sad, right? So they're going to cheer you up by actually giving you something tangible. For some of you, it could be a trip to someplace warm, like a weekend getaway, or they'll just give you a gift, and that will cheer you up. So in scenario number one, the Five of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is a card of somebody feeling left out in the cold, somebody feeling sad, miserable. So some of you could had a fallout. You know, perhaps the two of you did get into that fight. So the Page of Pentacles, this is an apology coming from them, and this also something tangible. So there's going to be something attached to that apology, a little gift, a little something. They'll buy something for you. Right, then the Nine of Cups right next to the deck, this is a card of wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So you'll be happy. You'll be like, aha, I knew you will come crawling back apologizing, right? Well, not to that extent, but you'll be happy that they're apologizing and giving you something. And the Sun on the bottom of the deck, it's the happiest card in the deck. So happiness and joy will be restored. In scenario number two, a very similar situation, except that the Five of Pentacles, this is you just feeling sad. You're tired of this winter. You're tired of all this cold, right? And your person is going to notice that, and they will do something nice for you with the Page of Pentacles. It is still something tangible. So it could be a little gift, or it could be like a weekend getaway that doesn't require that much money, right? And the Nine of Cups right next to the deck, this is still you happy. This is still you fulfilled and satisfied, right? And the Sun that is the happiest card in the deck, and if the two of you are going someplace, it could probably be someplace warm with the Sun card. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Star, we have the Six of Cups, we have Justice, clarified by the Ace of Swords. And we also have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Libra, or pretty much any zodiac sign. So yeah, somebody wants to bury the hatchet with you. Somebody wants to get back into your good graces. The Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I believe this is them coming back to you. Perhaps grass wasn't greener on the other side. Perhaps this time apart made them realize what you actually mean to them, how much they still love you, or they actually do love you. And the Star, the first card that came out, is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. The Star could also be about healing, right? Burying the hatchet, getting back together. And the Star is also a card of a wish come true. So perhaps they always, or you always knew that they will be back. Because you're the Star. You're their wish come true, right? The Six of Cups right next to the Star is a card of somebody coming back from the past. It's also a card of a soulmate connection. Justice is the personal Libra card. You could be dealing with a Libra, or Justice could be a major apology coming from that person, and Justice is them just basically wanting to make things right with you. The Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning. The Ace of Swords is a card of a very straightforward, very direct conversation. The Ace of Swords could be the truth coming out, and most likely the truth is, like I said, they still love you, or they're just going crazy without you. You see how in the Justice card, the Justice is holding up a sword, and I think that's exactly the sword we see in the Ace of Swords, right? So hopefully the two of you can patch things up and give this another shot. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus, this week. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands, and we also have the World on the bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles, that would be you, Taurus, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And the first thing I heard once I was done laying down these cards is challenge accepted. So you are going to accept some sort of a challenge this week. It could be a new job, it could be something new. You know that it's going to require a lot of work, a lot of effort, but you are ready to do it because you know eventually it will pay off in a big way. Right, so like I said, the King of Pentacles, that would be you. The Three of Wands, the next card over, this is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. Right, so like I said, this is you accepting some sort of a challenge, or you're deciding to take something on, some sort of a burden. And the Ten of Wands, the next card over, this is a card of a burden, this is a card of an additional responsibility, this is a card of obligation. So you're going to make a conscious decision to take this on, to accept it, to do something. Even though it's going to be a burden, even though it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of responsibilities, what have you. The World on the bottom of the deck, it could be someplace remote. So for some of you, perhaps you'll be traveling for this. Or the World symbolizes a happy end. This is my happy end card. This is one chapter of your life coming to an end, but a new chapter of your life is about to begin. So I think whatever it is you're starting this week, whatever challenge you're accepting, will eventually lead to your happy end. Eventually you will get there. Eventually you will achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. Eventually you will have your happy end. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Taurus, this week. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Fool, we have the Six of Swords, and we also have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. So what you're not expecting is either you or someone you know is letting something or someone go. And what they're letting go is the Devil. The Devil is the personal Capricorn card. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But in most cases, I think the Devil represents a toxic behavior or a toxic situation, toxic person, toxic relationship, or an addiction. So for example, somebody could be quitting smoking here, and if they do that, they will quit cold turkey, right? So the Devil represents something like that, you know, a behavior or an addiction or some sort of a toxicity or a toxic situation or a person. The Five of Swords, the first card that came out, this is somebody who says, you know what, I'm not having it anymore, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm quitting, I'm letting it go, I'm out of here. The Fool card, the next card over, this is a card of liberation in this case. This is a card of somebody who cuts the cord. And the Six of Swords, this is somebody who is moving on as far away from the Devil as possible. I know it doesn't look like this because It kind of looks like you're moving towards the devil. Perhaps I should have placed the deck to the left. But trust me, the Six of Swords in this case, off to new great horizons you go. Or the person you're dealing with, right? Somebody who, it could be a friend, a family member. But somebody here is definitely letting go of the devil. Well, and that's what I got for you, Taurus, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.